What's good, everyone? Welcome to another Walking and Talking in Kyoto. Today I'm starting the vlog at a pretty mainstream spot in Kyoto. This is the Kyoto Shrine. It's a pretty mainstream spot in downtown Kyoto. I don't really go here that often, but I just thought, let me start today's vlog in style. So as you can see, a lot of very beautiful buildings around me. There's a torii gate right there, and this place is usually really crowded, so I'm gonna go there, which is like, as you can see, another torii gate. Very nice place, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, I got my chuhai, so I don't feel that embarrassed vlogging in front of people, because when you have chuhai, all the embarrassment goes away. But anyways, this this vlog is gonna be another story time. Cheers to that. Here, as you can see behind me, there's like a nice pond. Very nice, very cool, very peaceful. So today, while I'm walking, I want to actually tell you guys a story time of something that happened pretty recently, where I met a Soapland girl in like a pub or like in a restaurant. So first of all, if you guys don't know what Soaplands are basically a Japanese establishment that works as a loophole for prostitution here in Japan. They're very popular in Tokyo and Osaka. In Kyoto, not that much really. Kyoto is a city that keeps its dignity. But oh, look at that! That's also really nice. We're in like a really nice small park right now. But yeah. So this was one time when me and my friends, we went to get some yakitori. Yakitori is like, it's like fuck, what it's called. Well, here are some pictures of what yakitori might be. It's like a different kind of meat, maybe some vegetables. You obviously drink alcohol while you're at it. It's like very popular establishments because normally when you go drinking in Japan, you also want to be eating something. Oh my god, look at that, dude! Today I literally, the location I chose for the vlog is clutch. Today I got so many nice views that I can show you guys. Hang on. It's quite a shame that the camera can't really capture how massive this is. That's always kind of the shame with making vlogs. You can never really capture how big something is, if it's mountains or temples or something. But this is like huge. But anyways, as I was saying, when you go drinking with your friends in Japan, when you go drinking overall, you also want to be usually like eating something, I mean, if you're not vlogging, I'm here drinking and vlogging. That's probably, they say don't drink and drive, but you should definitely drink and vlog. No, goddamn, why am I so cringe today? But anyways, what did I want to say? Oh yeah, so yeah, we went with my friends, with a couple of my friends, like international friends. Some of them were from Korea, some of them were from like America, Europe. I went with a couple of my friends to yakitori, and at the table next to us there was a bunch of like a couple like Japanese girls, just like also drinking, having a good time and stuff. And yeah, so we were just drinking. We didn't really pay attention to them, they didn't really pay attention to us. So the evening kind of went on, and as it got like later on in the evening, basically when Japanese people drink, they kind of shake off that initial shyness that they have. I'm not saying that all Japanese people are shy, okay? I definitely met Japanese people that were very loud, even at the first, like from the get-go, at the first encounter, that were very loud, very like super friendly, very open. Especially people from Kansai are very, open and friendly. But in general, I would say that Japanese people, can I go there? Let's try. All right. In general, I would say that Japanese people are pretty shy when it comes to like, especially interaction with foreigners. Because some might be embarrassed that their English is not good enough. Some might be afraid that like there will be a lot of miscommunication and they don't want to like make the foreigners feel bad. You know, some just rather stick to Japanese people. Multiple reasons, you know, but once they get drunk, let me tell you, the story completely changes. Everybody's super friendly. Everybody's like shouting at each other, you know, yo, where you from? Hey, that's cool. I've been there one time. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. So yeah, we were all already like pretty, I wasn't really drunk. I was kind of tipsy, you know. I never really drink to the point where I get like super drunk where I can't control myself. That never happens. I usually have like 1-2 drinks and then I'm like, okay, my face feels warm. Now I can enjoy the evening, you know, something like that, you know. That's basically how I drink, because I don't usually, like, when I'm back in the Czech Republic, I never drink. But anyways, we kind of, you know, they were drunk, we were drunk, we all kind of started to mingle, as in like have a conversation with each other, you know. There was like similar, the number of us was similar as the number of them. It was like maybe 4 or 5 Japanese girls. So, you know, at that point of the evening, we were basically like one big group with them. We're just, you know, talking about various topics. One of them asked me, like, you know, what am I doing in Japan? Like classic, you know, obvious question. What am I doing in Japan? I said, you know, I'm a study abroad student here in Kyoto for like a year or whatever. You know, I'm learning Japanese, love Japanese culture, best thing ever. So I asked her if she's also a university student, because they were all like the same age as us. I would assume they were all like fairly young. But yeah, so I asked her if she's also, you know, what does she do? And she said that she's not in university or anything like that. So I asked her about her job. And she said that she works at a special establishment. Now I was like, what do you mean by special establishment? I was like, yeah, what do you mean? And she was like, yeah, I work at a hotel or like a special, but it's basically, she meant a Soapland. Okay. So I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. She started laughing, you know, because probably when she tells people about her job, it's probably something like, some people might get a little bit embarrassed for asking, you know, some people might get like, you know, oh, what? Like weirded out. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. So she asked me like if I'm like curious, because I took a beat. Okay, I took a pause. I was like, all right, you know. She was like, you know, are you curious? Like, like, どうしたの? Like, you know, because I was like, I didn't know what to say really after that. So she was like, yeah, it's a pretty cool job. I really enjoy talking to the customers. You know, and I was like, talking, sure, all right. I get you. Oh, this is like a nice, look. Get a nice Kyoto taxi. Very stylish cars. She was like, yeah, I really enjoy talking to the customers and stuff. And I was like, okay, is it okay if I like, because, you know, I'm kind of curious. Is it okay if I ask you some questions about that job? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. She was very open about it. I think she was one of the type of Japanese person that really is just that open, I guess. Or maybe she was just tipsy, who knows. But yeah, so I asked her like, okay, so, well, what is it like? Like, what do you like, what's the job like? And she was like, okay, so basically the customer comes into the store, you know, they probably like pick her from some sort of catalog or something. And she said, so then I get ready and I take them with me to like a room, and she said that room has like I can't really like visualize the room, because she said that there's a bed in that room, but that also there is a bathtub. So you got a bed and a bathtub in the same room. Can't really picture it, but Yeah, that's what she said. That you have a bed, maybe a couple chairs, a bathtub, you know, and so I asked her, okay, so or I didn't ask her. She just continued speaking, and she was like, yeah. So first, you know, I take off my clothes. You know, I take off my customer's clothes, and I go bathe him. You know, with soap. You know, I go bathe him into the bathtub, and then I dry him. And then I go onto the bed with him. And I was like, oh shoot! So that's how it goes. And now I think I kinda understand why it's called Soapland and why the bathing is even like a part of it. Because I feel like it's for the sake of the girls, right? Because like there must be so many different kinds of people going to those establishments, and they want them, for the sake of the girl, to be clean. That makes sense, right? That makes complete sense. Like first I was never like, and why are they bathing them? Is that just like an excuse to get naked? But no. I think it's because they get clean like that, you know? That makes complete sense. So sorry, I had to cross like a pretty busy street, so I didn't want to, you know. But yeah, I didn't ask her any like too like invasive questions about it. Like I didn't ask her why did she start doing the job. I didn't ask her who is her boss, you know, might be Yakuza, who knows. I didn't ask her like how much she like gets, like how much money she makes from that. I didn't ask her any of that, but I did ask her like, you know, so she told me about how the session usually goes. She told me about, you know, what she usually does with the customers and stuff. And then I asked her like, how long is the session? Because I was curious, like how long is she bathing them? And then like how long is that? And she said that every customer can pay for like a different time. So I think the minimum was like an hour, and that was something like 30,000 yen or 40,000 yen. And then I think they could pay, I don't really remember what she said, but I'm pretty sure she said that they can pay up to like 3 hours with the girl. So I guess that would just like multiply maybe. But yeah. Oh yeah, and she said that the price is different for Japanese people and for foreigners. That like foreigners get like if 1 hour is 30,000 yen, for foreigners it would be like 35,000 yen or something like that. Which I found pretty interesting, but it's their establishment. They could do whatever they want. I also kind of understand it. But well, I was in such like a peaceful neighborhood, you know, there's like a small shrine here, and I'm talking about this. Goddamn. But you know, I want to tell you guys about my Japanese experiences, regardless of how crazy they might be. Look, this is like a, whoa. There's like a super small shrine right here. Is it? I don't know if it's somebody's private property or not. Hopefully not. That's so cute. Anyways, back to our 18 plus story. Right after seeing a cute small shrine, back to our story. Yeah, so she said that the age group is like from one end of the spectrum to the other. Like there are people, like guys obviously, who go there and are like 60 plus years old, 65, maybe even 70 years old. But there are also like guys that just freshly turned 18, which I find so hilarious, because we don't have anything like that in you know, in my country. Sorry, my hair keeps getting into my face, but we don't have anything like that. So yeah, she said that, you know, it's from one end of the spectrum to the other. Crazy. So yeah, I asked her how many times per week she does it, and she was like, yeah, it depends on you know, because obviously you probably don't want to do that as like a everyday job, right? So she said that she actually does it that it differs depending on the week. that sometimes it's like 2 days a week, sometimes it's 1 day a week, sometimes it's 3 days a week. But yeah, it's probably nothing like, definitely not every day, okay? Definitely not every day. Oh shit, here you can see the shrine that the torii gate that I was talking about. Look at how massive is that. Look at that building and look at that gate. That's like, and it's far as well. Like we'll get closer to that gate, but that's pretty huge. Yeah. Anyways, where was I? Fuck, what was I gonna say? This is kind of a busy street now. I love how they also like paint the bridges red. As you can see here, the bridge is also... Shit. As you can see, even the bridge is red. That's the gate. Shit. Kind of beautiful, I'm not gonna lie to you. And so now we're in the territory of, or territory, I don't know, the neighborhood of Heian-jingu, which is this huge... I actually made a video from this place. It's like this huge, well, first of all, a huge gate, you know, obviously, and then a pretty big garden and a huge shrine and whatnot. Look how massive that is. Look at the pillars, bro. Holy sh... or like the legs. Shit, that's crazy. Then there, I don't even know what that building is. Not sure. But yeah. Let me finish up this story. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, she does it sometimes one day a week, sometimes 3 days a week. Which actually I was quite surprised because I read about this before, like about girls doing this type of job, and I read that a lot of them are actually like, they have like debt that they have to pay off, and that there's a lot of girls like that came to Japan from China or Taiwan or Korea and are trying to like pay off their debt that way, and that they like literally work every single day, and that it's more like a, you know, not like a job that they really want to have, but they maybe owe to the Yakuza, so they have to keep doing it, something crazy like that. But in her case, it probably wasn't like that, because obviously we met her at a yakiniku place, yakitori place, because we met her in Kyoto, and she is working at like this establishment that's all over in Tokyo. So yeah, I'm sorry, I had to cross another street, so I forgot where I was. But oh yeah, there's the huge shrine that I was talking about, Heian-jingu. A very nice place. If you're visiting Kyoto, I definitely would recommend. In the surroundings of that, there's of course like this like nice park. Not that crowded today. Last time I was here was super crowded. Anyways, let's wrap up the story. Basically, oh yeah, one of the other like probably the last question that I asked her was how many customers does she have, or like a girl like that, how many customers does she like accept per day? And she said between 14 and 16. Between like having to sleep with between 14 to 16 people a day. That literally, bro, that blew my fucking mind, because that is crazy. That is like, can you imagine that? Oh my god, it's so gross. Actually, it's actually so fucking gross. But she didn't seem to mind, I guess. Oh shit, look, a nice little Kyoto is full of these really, really nicely painted manholes, um, yeah. So yeah, I asked her if she enjoys that job, if she like, if she's like, how much does she really like, how much does she do it for the money, and how much does she even enjoy it? And she said that she doesn't really enjoy sleeping with them. Obviously, I mean, that makes sense, right? But she said that she enjoys talking to them, like literally like talking to, like, I guess before they start, because while doing it probably not, but like before they start and afterwards, that they probably have like a chit chat to like break the tension, right? That makes sense. So yeah, she said that she enjoys talking to them, and that's where it like really ends the enjoyment, I suppose. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. That line of work is crazy. That was my first time ever talking to, I guess you would just call it a prostitute, right? That was my first ever time talking to somebody who does sex work. But after that, this might seem like a super long conversation that we had, but this was in the span of like maybe 5 minutes. Okay, I asked her, or like I didn't even ask her most of this stuff. She just told me because she seemed really open. I guess that's why she likes talking to them, because she was really like talking. I didn't even have to ask her much. She just told me. But but yeah, it was so this happened, this conversation, because as I said, we talked about various different topics with the whole group, and this particular topic we discussed for maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, and then then the evening just continued. Me and my friends, we had to actually take the last bus, because from downtown Kyoto to where I live, for example, the last bus is at like 11 p.m. or something. But yeah, we left. They stayed there. I think her and her friends, they were just visiting Kyoto, so they probably had free time. They probably had a hotel somewhere in downtown Kyoto, so they just stayed there. It was actually really fun talking to all of them. I might talk about other conversations that we had with them, because it was genuinely fun talking to them. And wait, where am I going even? I don't want to go there. I don't even know what is there. But shit, yeah, it was cool experience. But yeah, her and her friends just stayed there, just kept on drinking, having a good time. I wonder if because it might be the case that her other friends also do the same work, but I don't know. I didn't really. She was the one that like talked about it. Some people were talking about other things as well, so I don't know if all her other friends. Probably not. Who knows? Honestly, this is just speculation. I have no idea. Okay, but yeah, it was nice evening. We had a lot of laughs. The entire, like, especially I feel like every time that like a foreigner group gets like merges with the Japanese group, it's super fun, because first of all, obviously we all speak Japanese, because the Japanese part of the group usually can't speak that good English, and it's also good practice, super good practice. But yeah, that was another story. I think that might be about it for this vlog. If you have any questions about it, or any similar experiences or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. The code for this episode, how we always do a code, like, so I can see who actually saw it till the very end. The code for today is, I'm trying to find something. Let's just say, there was a red bridge. So let's say the word bridge. Okay? The word bridge is the code for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And yeah, this was Rafi from cloudy Kyoto. I actually really like when it's cloudy. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys. Bye. See the jaw, draw face mount like a base head. Libra scale, balance both sides, and she do it well, so well.